right, so what we're going to be doing today, or for the rest of the week, is we're going to be enlarging 4 different textures. So what you're going to need for this project is pencil, paper, scissors, and then find like a smaller piece of paper, or you can just like cut a regular piece of paper into a small square about the size of your palm. And I'll show you what we'll do with that in just a moment. And then you're gonna need to look around the house for 4 different textures. So I picked my hat, I picked a crumpled up paper bag. You can add more texture to it, just crumple it up. And I picked this little pin and also some yarn that I had lying around. So you can find 4, I want to see 4 different textures ranging from smooth to fuzzy to rough to pointy, whatever you want. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a scrap piece of paper, and you want it to be square shaped. So make it as square as you can. And once you've got your square, fold it in half. And you're going to cut about 1 centimeter in from each side. So we're gonna make our own viewfinder. So make it as square as you can, because then what I want you to do is you're going to use this to enlarge the different textures that you selected. So you can just actually put it right on the texture that you picked. So I'm going to put it right on my hat. I could put it right over this. So this is going to help us actually enlarge our texture. And then on your piece of paper, what you can do is, if you've got just a regular 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, you can cut it into an 8.5 by an 8.5 sheet of paper, or 8 by 8. I'm just gonna eyeball mine and draw it out. Then I want you to divide it into quarters. So each of these sections of your square is going to be one of your 4 textures. So I'm gonna start out with the one that I just picked. And first I just want you to do a line drawing, a simple line drawing, and try and look at where these different lines or different bits of your texture meet the edges of your square, because this is going to directly translate to your square on your paper. So I've got like a little fold in my hat here, and then I see that it meets these 2 points. So moving right along, just do a simple line drawing first. Don't worry so much about details right now. And I need you to draw nice and big. You're trying to fill this square, so just like how you see it in the viewfinder, that's how I want it to look on your piece of paper. So if it's larger, that is the idea. Okay, so once you have your texture sketched out, then what I want you to do is just start to shade as much as you can, and think about the style of rendering that you should be using. So I think for this, because my hat is a sort of fuzzy texture, I will use the scumbling, which is kind of just going in circles, scribbling a bit, and I'll see how that works out for me. And really, I want you to be mostly looking at what you are drawing and not your actual drawing. You should be thinking about your value scale. So if you want to make a value scale really quick, before you start to draw, I want to see at least 3 different values in these drawings. So I should see some really dark parts, I should see some really light parts, I should see some gradient. So I do want to just move on to one more texture. I'm sure you get the picture, but just to show you one more different texture before I let you guys go and do this on your own. I'm going to go for the paper bag texture. So same thing again. You're going to want to map everything out. So just do a line drawing first. I'm going to use smooth shading because, yes, it looks crinkly, but if you look, it's got different planes, and those planes should all be kind of pretty much one shade. So I'll start up here. So smooth shading, again, is just going back and forth, not changing directions pretty much the whole way through. So I want you to take your time with these, maybe just do like one every couple days. You have time to work on this, so I'm not going to do a video for next week, so you will have all of next week and the rest of this week to work on this. Let me know how you're doing. If you're having any difficulty, please email me. Feel free to reach out. I am here for you guys, so let me know how it's going. Okay, I'll see you later.